girl, Beautiful Brown Baby Doll, and I'm coming today with another installment of Mental Health Mondays. For the month of May, it is Mental Health Awareness, and every Monday you can join me here for a topic in mental health. I wanted to talk to you all about taking away the stigma from admitting that you have a mental illness. I wanted to talk about this topic because so many people have come to me and said, you know, I'm having issues, I'm having problems, but my family don't want to hear it. My girls talk about me. My church doesn't believe me. My friends won't help me. If I tell people that I have mental illness, they'll hate me. They won't like me. Now, why is that? No, really, y'all. Why is that? And what that leads to is so many other difficulties. So let's delve into that. All of us have something that we like to call crazy within us. Crazy has nothing to do with this. Mental illness looks like your grandmother, your mother, your auntie, your brother, your uncle, your nephew. It looks like everyone around you. And so many people have difficulties and differences that we don't like to discuss and we don't like to reverence. I even have friends that have encountered people that maybe even they dated. These people didn't feel comfortable opening up to them about the difficulties that they face on a day-to-day. I'm not saying go out and blab your business and tell everybody that you got mental illness. When you feel most comfortable with someone and like you can trust them, that you let them know. That might even make the situation easier. They might not excuse you from certain behaviors, but even understand them a little bit more. And I think sometimes the best way to deal with that is to at least correct improper thinking. The news, media, reality TV shows make us believe that every person with a mental illness is crazed, stalker, or killer. A lot of times we utilize the words even wrong. So you see on television where people will be like, oh my gosh, she bipolar, because sometimes she nice and sometimes she's mean. She's not no Sour Patch Kid. And instead of us trying to understand it better, we're paying attention to those stories. But there are people in this society living with disorders like bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, that are living productive lives. It has not stopped them from being a good person. A lot of times we need to try to just understand what it is they're going through. That's why we encounter so many people that we know need treatment, that have difficulties with depression, mania, delusions, and hallucinations that we do not correct because nobody wants to talk about it. In every part of my life, I feel like I've encountered someone that I knew needed some kind of help. And even last week, I talk about depression. Everyone goes through depression. It just depends on the severity of your depression. And I remember even when I encountered depression, not wanting to tell people because of what they were going to think about me. It is important that you take care of those things and taking it beyond that to the spiritual realm, because you all know that I'm spiritual as well and was raised Church of God in Christ. A lot of times I would hear some people even say that Jesus will fix it. I think God is a helper to those who help themselves. You can't just say, I'm just gonna pray about it and not take care of what is going on with you. And not only are there names for these difficulties, but there are treatments and there are people who can treat you. You're not just putting all your trust in doctors or medication, but you're receiving the help that you need. If you broke your leg and you were walking around with your leg having a bone sticking out, you wouldn't just say, Jesus will fix it. Oh, that's all right. Don't worry about that, dude. My bone just sticking out. Jesus will fix it. I think a lot of the problems that we're seeing in our communities, a lot of people that we're seeing doing things like killing or acting out when it's not otherwise normal for them, we're finding out later on is that they did reach out to people and they did have a cry for help. Somebody knew that they had a difficulty that they stigmatized or did not want to talk about. The person next to you and the person who's probably living in your own house might have mental health issues. If you're feeling that you're having issues that are stopping your life and that are stopping your success and your connection with others, you know that that's not your normal self, because often we can feel those differences happening. You need to report it and receive the help that you need and stop worrying about the stigma placed on it by other people. I urge you today to at least become more educated. Take the time to learn just a little bit more about mental illness and think about how it might be impacting you or someone that you love, so that they feel more comfortable being upfront and being outspoken about what might be going on with them. So over on Instagram, there will be a question posed about this. What does mental illness mean to you? And how do you help those who have mental illness? If you have a story about mental health, it doesn't have to be your own personal story, but if you know somebody or if you've tried to help other people and the difficulties that you face, let us know below. Down there. Don't forget the hashtag for Mental Health Mondays for this month of May. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Beautiful Brown Baby Doll. Peace.